Dan Larson here, and I'm at the photo booth with a bunch of flea market stuff. We call them flea market finds. Hey, I didn't prepare my notes today, so bear with me. This one's gonna be off the cuff. Up front, we'll start with the small stuff here. We got most of this came from one seller at the flea market. Same guy I've bought stuff from many times in the past. Hang on, let me readjust. All right, Star Wars Unleashed battle packs. I like these little guys. I have a little collection of them, and these are a bunch I didn't already have. Unfortunately, I noticed a little too late. This Sand Trooper is missing an arm. This Sand Trooper's hand is busted off. He's got some paint rub on his nose, but that's okay. I still like it. We got Battle Damage Vader here. I also have to do some work straightening some lightsabers. I think a little heat up and straighten out there will work. Grievous just doesn't stand at all. But and you know what, for whatever the character is in the films or the cartoons or anything, I like the look of the character, and I like the 4 lightsabers, and that'll look even better once I straighten them out. Although there's a little bit of action to them right now, so that's kind of cool. So those all came together, and Tarkin's here up front. Hang on, get these guys out of the way. Tarkin's kind of weird because he's... There it is. Tarkin's kind of weird because he's supposed to be running and shooting, I assume. I don't know. I don't remember that moment in the film. But that's what he's doing. I like it better with his face like that. Out of focus. Anyway, I like those figures. I pick those up whenever I can find them, especially when they're like a quarter or 25 cents. I couldn't remember if I had this... Leia figure, this Bespin version. I know I've got the Power of the Force one, obviously I have the vintage one. These are those terrible, I hate these elbows. And actually, this is pointless because they don't even, at least with the swivel elbow, they would normally at least go to a 90-degree angle on the elbow there, but this one doesn't do anything. She has literally, I don't even know why they gave her that joint. But anyway, she's in scale. She's a nice Bespin Leia figure. This guy, he didn't come from the flea market. I picked him up at a shop earlier, and it was just in their dollar bin, and he's a custom. You tell me, I don't think he's supposed to be anyone in particular, but then I am not, I didn't check all of the Wikipedia to verify that he is or is not supposed to. He's got a lightsaber here, he's got a gun in his holster, it's just a regular helmet, and then he's got a, I think this is supposed to be the Darksaber, maybe. I don't know if this is supposed to be Maul armor or what, but I thought it was cool. I always like seeing customs and stuff like that in the bins. I'll grab them when I see them. If you're familiar with the Boba Sett, you know that I like figures that have some love. They've seen some wear and tear, and this guy is absolutely... I can't imagine making a custom like this and then just selling it or giving it away. That said, the owner probably wasn't responsible. It was probably their mom. Over here we have Voltron, Keith, and he I didn't notice has a little bit of a mangled foot, but man, is his suit white, and that's really what attracted me to him, was how white he is. He's almost always super discolored and yellow, but I'll take the mangled foot for the white suit. I need to find a helmet for him, and I don't know if I have any of the other members of the team right now. Over here we've got the Terminator, who's now not in frame. There we go. 12-inch. I don't know if this is McFarlane Toys. I think it's McFarlane Toys. I don't think NECA was doing these. They might have been. I had to throw him on a stand because he doesn't have his stand. He does not. His legs are just a little bit off. And doesn't stand up quite perfectly. Doesn't have his gun. Otherwise, he's in excellent condition. Paint looks great. Everything looks great on this. He was covered in dirt and dust. I had to give him a bath beforehand. But I've got some 12-inch accessories that I'm sure I've got a sawed-off shotgun that'll fit in his hand, and we'll throw him up in the background. I've got a bunch of 12-inch figures in the background for the videos right now. He'll fit in there nicely. Now, the good stuff. Beat it. Over here we've got two more Boba Fetts. Off the top of my head, I think this is 315 and 316. I think both Hong Kongs, just regular old standard Boba Fett's. Actually, both in really nice condition. See if I can get this to focus again. There it is. Yeah, they're both in really nice shape. Not a lot of standard paint wear on the chest and whatever. Rockets, good to go. No guns, but I don't really care about that stuff. Check out the Boba Sett videos if you haven't already. We have a whole playlist there for the entire story of the Boba Sett and the progression. Just past 300 recently. Okay, so all this stuff, all this Transformers stuff. So all the Unleashed, Battle Pack figures, and all these Transformers came from one guy. I bought tons of stuff from him in the past. This particular week he had lots of Transformers stuff and some GoBots. This was the only GoBot that I had any interest in. I was really shocked that he had this one. Bentwing, I think his name is, which is a terrible name, but I get why they named him that. It's one of the GoBots that gives GoBots a bad name. Bad name. Terrible, absolutely terrible robot mode. I don't even know if because I've never owned this one. I'm not sure how quickly I can change it. But it's one I never had. In fact, it's one I didn't even know existed until very recently. He's really scratched up on the top here. But yeah, I didn't know they did this World War II era airplane. Here we go. Missing a wheel on the bottom. But there's like 3 or 4 more that I still want to grab at the tail end there of the run of the GoBots that I didn't know existed until very recently. So I was really happy to see this one and just get it sort of bundled in with all this other Transformer stuff. I don't even know if he knew it was a GoBot or if he just thought it was a die-cast, like a Hot Wheels airplane. Okay, over here we've got Wheeljack, Classics Wheeljack. I think it's from Classics, or it's not Reveal the Shield. But nice shape. This mold is really, really great. And he had his pipes, which was the important part. He had his pipes and his rockets and his gun. Everything is in here. Not his rockets, his laser pistol in there. It's all good. Looks like it had barely ever been played with or transformed at all. Nice tight joints. Got a Warpath, one of my favorite molds. I know it doesn't look anything like the tank from the G1 line, but the robot mode on this is so fantastic. I'm willing to give that a pass. And then these two actually were both in here. Off the top of my head, I'm not totally positive if this is the actual Cyclonus that came with this hot rod. This is the animated paint styling, the Reveal the Shield version. Oh, he's the Reveal the Shield too, okay. He's got a super duper loose shoulder joint here that just unfortunately does not want to stay clicked. And I don't think there's any way to fix that because I think this tab is actually a little bent. But I already do have a Cyclonus, so maybe he gets to be a battle damaged version or something. But I always like this hot rod mold. I've never had the animated Reveal the Shield version, and I was really psyched that he had still had his gun. No flame rocket, but otherwise in really, really nice shape. Very excited to get that. And then back here, for some reason, the collection had the Target exclusive Skywarp. Oops. No Ultra Magnus, but Skywarp was in there. Actually, you know, the piece that fits on top of the cab for Ultra Magnus, the gun, that was in there. It was totally shredded. The paint was just scratched to heck on it, so I didn't bother grabbing it. But I was like, oh shoot, Skywarp, I'll grab that. This thing used to go for, I don't know, 50, 75 bucks. The pair was like 125, 150 all day long on eBay for years. The prices have come down significantly, but I mean, there was no way I was going to pass on that. Just sitting loose in a box of Transformers stuff. And then lastly, here in the back, I can never remember what line of Transformers this is from. I just know that it's cool, and I know that they did the regular blue and red paint scheme and then this black. I don't know the story, I don't know why, I don't know why there's 2 different versions. I just knew enough about this mold to know which pieces I wanted to make sure were there before I bought it. He does have his, I don't know if I can get this open here. He does have the Matrix in there. You know, I checked to make sure his little wing ear flaps here weren't busted off. A couple issues he has, you can see it even just now. His wings are a bit wobbly. He doesn't have any of his missiles. But I think that's really about it. He doesn't like make any noise or anything, right? And I can't, like, I'm just going to say a bunch of names. You say stop when I hit the right one. G1, G2, Armada, Cybertron, Energon, Beast Wars. I don't remember which line it's from. I think it's Cybertron. Tell me if I'm right in the comments. But this mold is fantastic. He's big. He's actually pretty posable. And I don't know. I'll have to look up to see all the little bits and stuff. I like him in this mode. But I know that like these leg pieces come off, the arms come off, everything sort of converts. They're supposed to be sort of the 2 different modes of him. But I'm sure there's an anime that will explain the whole thing. But as far as I'm concerned, he'll just sit on the shelf like this. And I got a great deal on all the stuff. So pretty excited to have him in my collection. I probably would have preferred the blue. If he'd had the black and the regular red and blue Optimus, I probably would have grabbed the red and blue just for the more traditional colors. But strangely enough, he had 2 of this one, and obviously I left the other one there. for someone else. Anyway, that's what I picked up this week. Let me know in the comments below if you guys picked up anything. I know a lot of you don't have flea markets near you and just can't pick stuff up like this. But if you picked up something cool, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Share this video with your friends and enemies. Make sure you're a subscriber if you're not already subscribing. And again, thanks. Later.